Maureen McCormick is best known for her role as Marcia Brady on The Brady Bunch. The actress, singer, and author played Brady in the show from 1969 to 74. She also reprised the role in several of the numerous Brady Bunch spin-offs and films, including The Brady Kids, The Brady Bunch Hour, The Brady Brides, and A Very Brady Christmas. What's most surprising about the star is she doesn't watch any of the iconic show's episodes, even today. She hates watching herself on TV. But there's also a darker story behind McCormick's refusal to watch the show. Stick with us as we take a deep dive into the life of McCormick and find out what she's struggled with that makes her so opposed to watching her show. Life on the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch follows the misadventures of a large family united when a widower and widow marry. Mike Brady, played by Robert Reed, a widowed architect with 3 sons, Greg, played by Barry Williams, Peter, played by Christopher Knight, and Bobby, played by Mike Lookinland, marries Carol Martin, played by Florence Henderson. Carol has 3 daughters, Marcia, played by Maureen McCormick, Jan, played by Eve Plum, and Cindy, played by Susan Olsen. The wife and daughters take the Brady surname. Created by Sherwood Schwartz and airing between 1969 and 74 on ABC, the series is considered one of the last of the old-style family sitcoms. Though it was never a critical success or a hit series during its original run, it has since become a popular staple in syndication, especially among children and teenage viewers. The Brady Bunch's success in syndication led to several TV reunion films and spin-off series. In '95, the series was adapted into a satirical comedy film titled The Brady Bunch Movie, starring Christine Taylor and Shelley Long, followed by A Very Brady sequel in 1996. A second sequel, The Brady Bunch in the White House, aired on Fox in November 2002 as a made-for-TV film. Maureen McCormick has been candid about her experiences playing Marcia Brady, the eldest of the 3 Brady girls. She admitted she didn't always love playing Marcia. She related it to being a roller coaster ride. At certain points, it was wonderful. At others, it was awful to be her. McCormick spent 5 years playing Marcia in a role that's often imitated and quoted by fans. In her memoir, McCormick expressed how her role on the show nearly caused her to lose her own sense of identity. She joined the cast as a child, and being called Marcia by complete strangers had a profound impact on her mentally. She's publicly discussed the episode of the show called Her Sister's Shadow. In the episode, the middle Brady sister, Jan, complains bitterly about the attention her older sister Marcia is getting. This led to the line, Marcia, 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 which, according to McCormick, has never gone away. McCormick wrote of the now famous line, "None of us had any idea it would take on a life of its own. Ever since that show aired, I can legitimately say all I ever hear is Marcia, Marcia, Marcia." Losing a friend. Maureen McCormick has also opened up about an incident that caused her to lose her friendship with another castmate. Susan Olsen, who played Cindy, was still a close friend with McCormick after their days on the set. McCormick spoke about her regrets with something she did to Olsen. McCormick, Olsen, and a friend were at a mall and browsing when they decided to shoplift. McCormick admits it was simply for kicks. She discreetly placed a t-shirt in her purse and continued shopping. They then left the store. As they left, the newly introduced electronic sensors set off the security alarm. McCormick, fueled with adrenaline, didn't wait for her friends and took off. She hid in her car and waited for several hours. She was unaware that at the same time, Olsen and her friend were being dealt with by the police. Eventually, McCormick returned home to find Olsen's parents had already called her parents to express their outrage against McCormick's actions, especially considering she was a supposed friend of their daughter. But McCormick simply denied everything. It cost her her friendship with Olsen. While the two didn't see each other again, McCormick had openly regretted the entire incident and wished she had the chance to apologize to her former castmate and friend. In the decade or so since McCormick published her book, the 2 old friends were able to reconcile. Sometime around 2000, she returned to the Paramount Pictures lot in Hollywood, where she and Olsen reminisced about past times on the show. Olsen explained the last time she had seen McCormick was in 1995 at her wedding. The former child stars seemed sincerely delighted to be reunited. There was no mention of the ugly incident that had taken place. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Addiction and mental illness. The biggest adversities for Maureen McCormick would happen outside of her time on The Brady Bunch. After the show's 5-year run, her life was nothing like Marcia's. Quite the opposite. It was a nightmare for the star. At age 20, she developed an overwhelming addiction to cocaine. This began a downward spiral that threatened to destroy her career. After the movie The Brady Brides, which released in 1981, she hit her lowest point. She battled severe drug addiction that progressed from cocaine to Quaaludes. Showing her true strength of character, she fought through it and began the road to recovery, all while overcoming clinical depression and bulimia. She released her autobiography, Here's the Story, Surviving Marcia Brady and Finding My True Voice, where she tells her personal story of dealing with mental health issues while moving through the fast lane of cocaine dens and power centers in Hollywood. She described discovering her family's history of mental illness as a child and her own reluctance to tell her daughter about her own battles with drug addiction, bulimia, and depression. McCormick described the feelings of emotional pain and sadness that began early on, explaining she felt alone and had a deep-down sadness. She didn't know what it was, but it was a pain that didn't go away. McCormick's comeback. Maureen McCormick re-entered the TV world in 2007 by appearing as a contestant on Celebrity Fit Club, which follows celebrities as they try to lose weight. She won the contest and talked about the link between her weight gain and depression. Realizing she wanted to publicly address her mental health and addiction problems led her to writing her autobiography. She's committed to fighting the stigma and silence that can surround mental illness. Her autobiography went to number 4 on the New York Times bestseller list. Her lifelong struggle with addictions continues to this day as a wife in a marriage since 1985 and as the mother of an adult daughter. Through faith, family, friends, and therapy, she's found her center and the strength to face down everyday challenges. McCormick recognizes every day as a blessing and knows the greatest gift is helping others face their everyday challenges. Sober for 30 years, McCormick has appeared on several other reality TV series beyond Celebrity Fit Club, including CMT's Gone Country, which led to a short-lived spin-off series led by McCormick, Outsiders In, and the Australian version of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. She continues to star in roles for film and TV, including 2017's Rock, Paper, Scissors alongside Michael Madsen, and the TV series The Guest Book. With everything she's had to overcome in her life and continues to battle, it is watching episodes of The Brady Bunch that would be too far for the star. She explains that the show, while it had such a positive and significant place in her life, also brings back some sad memories from her past. Now it's time to hear from you. Are you inspired by what Maureen McCormick has overcome in her life? Which other Hollywood stars have impressed you with the adversities they've endured and come back stronger from? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.